Technician just dropped. Let's talk about it. Alright, now Bite By Night just got a new update. There's a bunch of changes, but the main things I want to focus on today are the new class they added, and that is the class called Technician. Now, the Technician is basically a support / survivor type, meaning that you also focus on yourself, but you can also help your teammates escape, so you can kind of get a bit of both. So you can get them out of bad situations, and if things get really dicey, you can just dip as well. So you could pretty much jack of all trades. It just dropped and it costs 1,600 scraps. That's not something you can instantly get, but it's also not that hard to unlock either. Just get a little grinding on, you'll be fine. Now it comes with 3 abilities. Now the first ability is Vanny Mask. This is kind of like, basically your whole main thing. You press Q and it has a 30-second cooldown and you equip the mask. You don't get slowed or anything, so you can really use it mid-chase. And once you do that, a lot of things change. You get forced into first person, and now you can see specific objects that you're allowed to phase through with the next ability. And that's kind of where things start to get skill-based, because if you don't know what you're doing, this ability feels kind of mid, like you're just running around with a mask on, not really getting much value. But if you understand map details and stuff like that, and you can probably it becomes stronger. While the mask is active, you can hit Q again to phase through the obstacles. Like I said, it's a little dash that you can do. And so it's a little dash you can do through marked obstacles in the walls. And I also forgot to say, you got a little bar while you're in the mask mode, and when the bar runs out, you take the mask off and you can dash through. When you dash through, it takes like a good chunk. So you can only dash like twice with one mask use, and every time you use the ability, you get slowness for like 3 seconds. Now the slowness doesn't stack, so when you do the 2 dashes, it's gonna still be that same 3 seconds. In Chase, it kind of feels, it can either feel useless or completely unfair depending on how you use it and where you are. If you're just running in open spaces or don't really understand routing, it really won't help you. But in tight areas or good looping spots, you'll do pretty good. For example, there's a spot in Pizzeria in the ball pit where that little red corner where the generator's at. You can phase through there. Meaning you're doing a gen and say Springtrap has it locked down, or he's bum rushing you, or Ender has bugs. You can literally just hit the double dash and you're out of there. Slowness? It don't really matter. Just barricade and you're good. So, I feel like that's pretty good. And then there's the second ability. Now we have a problem. Static Mirage. It's pretty straightforward, but man. Your E, it has a 20-second cooldown. You place down a little electric mine, and if the killer walks into it, they get slowness and daze, which messes up their movement, obviously. Now the effects of it depends on how far away they are. So if you walk directly on it, then you will not be able to sprint. You basically come to a complete halt and your walking speed gets reduced, so you're basically pretty not going anywhere for like a good 2 seconds until you destroy it. Now if it's like in a corner or not directly in the way, you can still sprint, but you're still gonna come to a stop, which means they're still gonna get distance. So I see what they're going with the balancing, but this game you can stack, so it really doesn't matter. But I'm pretty sure, I'm not fully sure, but I'm 90% sure when the killer hits the mine, because they can destroy it. When they hit the mine, I'm pretty sure it activates DSD. I'm like 90% sure. We tried to test it in practice range, and it felt pretty good. It felt like they could catch up and chase. Like the killers could catch up and chase after he destroyed the mine, so I'm pretty sure it does give DSD. But and the bad thing about it's just so small. Like you can barely, like look at the spot I'm about to play right now. You can barely see that. You have to use like the Godfather of magnifying glasses just to see where that is. Honestly, you with a blind nigga, he ain't saying that. He ain't saying that at all. So I feel like that's kind of crazy. Now, one thing that really surprised me is how it interacts with the Mimic stealth mode, because I don't know why, but the trap can slow down the Mimic underground. Why can it do that? I don't fucking know. But it can. So, hey, you know, you go underground, just put down a ball of electricity, you know, and it stops the mimic. So, I guess that's good. So when you put everything together, the technician is actually pretty interesting. It's not just, you know, one simple ability doing everything. It's a mix of mobility, trap control, and awareness. So I think it's pretty good. Now, in my honest opinion, I feel like this is a really strong class, but only if it's used correctly. It's really good, but in a way it's really hard. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the mask balances it out. So I feel like the mask, it's not too bad unless you know got it in a dodge technique. So, but the trap, I feel like the trap is a lot more straightforward. You know, put it on doors, put it in corners, and pretty much it's only day one, so you know anything can change. Opinions will change, new texts will be found, so anything can change. But for now, I think the technician is one of those classes that looks balanced on the surface, but once people really learn it, it's probably going to cause a lot of problems on both sides depending on who's using it. And I don't even really know if it's fair or not yet. I just know that it's one of those things where if you master it, you're going to start making killers just leave the game. And honestly, that's my opinion on it. If you have any opinions on it, then feel free to comment down. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.